Are you? Hey, Bill, JW, Urena, Joe. Go to mine, Sonny. Good morning. Stephen Wolf, Rally. Donna, good morning. Tommy, Roger, Chip. Wow. Bill, H-Man, Dumplings. Man, got a crowd here today. Good morning. Devendra, how are you? How's everybody doing over there? Hey, I need to click a couple buttons over here. Work with me. Just 1 second. Let's click this button real quick and then unclick it. And then let's come over here to this. There we go. All righty. Hey, Joe, good morning. Alex, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. Yes, thank you. I am glad to be back. Very glad. Hey, Hydro, how are you doing? Good morning. Hey, before I do anything, I want to remind all members. Now, a member is anybody that has a monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or annual membership. We have members e-learning today in the combo room, and it will kick off at noon Eastern with Mr. Doug Campbell here, followed by John and then myself. Anybody that's on a trial, you are considered a member. So please, please, please log into the combo room. If you're in the regular trading rooms and you don't know what to do, just ask. And somebody will point you there, okay? No worries. There should be no reason why everybody can't get over there. So I do want to remind everybody of that. That is, I think that this is a big deal. It's a great learning time. And we'd love to have you all here. Another thing that I want to say is you see my new, my little thing here. If you like what we do here, please go to our YouTube channel, click subscribe, click on that bell to receive alerts, and don't forget about Facebook and X as well. Okay, so thank you very much for that, and I appreciate for those folks that have done that. Hey, Coach, how you doing? All right, today, look, this week has been a really, really, really good week. In fact, amazing week, and so let's get going here. So on, doggone it. Let's see if I can do a tap dance just for a moment. So, yeah, this has been a very, very good week. So for me, it pays. For those that don't know, I went to a little family reunion, and it was in Gulf Shores. So I got a little sun, a little suntan here. And while I was getting some sun, the market was doing pretty darn good and making some money. So a good week. Sold some positions yesterday. We'll talk about that. All right, I'm back up and running now. Thank you. Okay, so we are very bullish in the market, right? Very, very bullish. Price remains above the T-line. T-line remains above the trend indicator, all right? Now let's go to T2123. You can see that T2123 here is very bullish, right there. Price is above the T-line. T-line is above the trend indicator. This is not hard. This is pretty easy. It's very visual. I'm a visual trader. Yeah, I'm a visual trader. If they took stoplights and stop signs out of an intersection, I'd be in deep caca because I trust them. I trust them. And but here, that is the good. But here's the bad. Okay, the bad is I'm expecting a little bit of a pullback right about in here. Okay, so what we've got is we've had this nice little gap up. Let's get my arrow. There we go. We've had this nice little gap up, and once we move up into this, whatever number that is, let's put this line up there. Say in the neighborhood of 596. 596. I'm going to be watching for a little bit of a rest, a little bit of a pullback. Now I'm looking at the market here, but I find that more times than not, if the market pulls back, the positions I'm in also pull back. And that's fairly normal since it's the positions I'm in, the positions you're in, the positions that are owned in the market, and positions just floating out there not being owned. When they pull back, they pull the market back. So it makes very good sense. So what I'm going to suggest here is just have a plan on how you take profits. Okay, have that plan. Don't let those profits go from $1,000 profit to $100. Don't be afraid to do that. You know, our job. I know it's hard to believe sometimes, but our job is not to pick the bottom and let's just assume this is the top. That's not our job to do that. Our job is to trade what is in the middle here. All right. That's what our job is. So keep that in mind. Okay, what else do we want to look at? Let's take a look at, man, I've been away for a few days. IYT, we better look at the IY2 transports. They're doing fantastic. Broke through, excuse me, broke through the 200 period moving average. Now the job will be to, let's just move this line up, will be to hold that 200 area. So we'll just split the middle right here. That will be the job of IYT. SMH has broken out of that 200 period moving average as well. So that will be the job of SMH. Pullbacks are normal. Pullbacks are okay. They're nothing to be afraid of as long as you know how to ride them. Okay, kind of like a big bull. You know, if you know how to ride the bull, they're not scary. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're scary, but you'll know how to ride them. So horse. There we go. If you know how to ride a horse, everything is cool. Everything is good. So keep that in mind. What I would like to cover today is we're going to start with, we'll look at some charts that y'all might have, but I think we ought to, you know, there's been some good money made here, and I want to thank all the hit run candlestick folks that put the money or put the money in their pocket, that have posted in our room, posted on our social media, Facebook, X, whatnot. Appreciate that because you can, it's a way to show to people that are struggling, you know, folks really can make money on this. I'm in NVDA here, and it looks like I'm going to be up a little bit more. I've actually got two positions of NVIDIA. One is 20 contracts, one is 10 contracts. On the 20 contracts, I'm up 79%. For quick math, you don't have to do it. That's $34,000. So I'm doing pretty good here. This is in the big account. And then on NVIDIA, the second position, only 10 contracts, I'm up 24%. And that's $4,300. It'll be more when we're up, when it opens. But that's some good money. And all my trades, anybody listening out there, I post them in the room. I post charts on social media, so it's worth checking us out, social media guys. CLS is one that I posted there. And what I'm showing here is I'm hoping everyone or some people are writing these stocks down. And throughout the day, you figure out where I might have bought them. You figure out where you would have bought them. Where's the setup? We only talk about just a couple setups, and that's it. You know, the pullback PBO, pullback opportunity, 3-8 trap below the highest high in 5 days. That is the same freaking setup, just called different names. Okay, so take a look at these charts and how could you have entered them? Make a plan. Share them in the room today. Share them on social media. You know, it does wonders when you do that. I'm also holding BTU, and BTU is up pretty nice, 29% on that, only 10 contracts there. And then I've got some Amazon, up on Amazon, just 2%. It's not a biggie. I was a late comer to Amazon, but hey, that's $750. And how many people here have been trading Tesla or TSLL, which is what I'm trading? I mean, it's doing exactly what we've been talking about. Exactly. And Tesla's what I've been in. And look at, oops, that's not it. TSLL. TSLL. There we go. Tesla. It's coming up to a point where it might need a rest, by the way, but doing wonderful here. So again, go back through these charts and look where you would have bought them. And if you think you would have bought them around there, just smash your finger in a drawer, because no, you wouldn't. So be realistic with your trades, okay? Be realistic. And you just might be surprised how your trading might improve by seeing what other people do. This is why that I promote heavily in our trading room that we share our wins and losses. I'm not afraid to share losses to trade those or share those. So thanks, everyone. All right, now let's look at charts. Sorry to go on, but I think this is important stuff, okay? Let's see, this morning we're going to start over here in the social media area. I want to thank everybody that's dialed in from Facebook, YouTube, and X. Good morning, MW. Good morning, Vern. Hey, Coach. Hydro's looking at Wolf. Let's look at Wolf. Whoops. Yeah, that's it. I think that's setting up absolutely marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. We've got this big move down. You've got a nice little rounded bottom here. And here your little cup. There's your little handle. What I like about this chart over the 50 period moving average, because once it can become stable over that 50 period moving average, then it becomes a rounded bottom breakout. Rounded bottom breakout. I'm looking at this for a trading playground right here. Now, I mean, this could be bought at any time. I'm probably not interested in buying it right now, not while the market is being overbought. But once we settle down, what I'm going to look at, and all traders are different. I mean, clearly there's buyers. But the way I'm going to look at it is rally and a PBO, pullback opportunity. I'm also probably going to wait for the T line to be over the 50 period moving average. And I would like, while I might not wait for the trend indicator to be over the 50 period moving average. So that's kind of what I like. Anyway, I think overall, that's a chart to have on your watch list, if not in it. All right. Nice. SMCI. Yeah. I have a list here that I either own or I'm extremely interested in. And it is on that list. It was. I'll make sure it's there. Yeah, I like that chart. I'm loving that chart. So let's do this. If we take right here, okay, there's the construction, the foundation being put in for this MCI, and they broke out getting ready to build their house up here. Well, it got away from me. I was out, so that's going to be my excuse. But I will absolutely guarantee it will pull back and give another chance. Now, how much it pulls back, that's another question, because you just never know. You just never know. But a little bit of a pullback, something like that would make me pretty happy. But when that does, it will become a below the highest high in the past 5 days, 3-8 trap, a pullback opportunity, and then we're going to look for that buy candle or a reason to be in it. And then I think we've got a nice move here. You can see that it's gone from its lows right up to that 50% retracement. So once price figures out how to attack and beat that 50% retracement, then we're going to have a lot of room to the upside on this. I absolutely love this chart. Absolutely love it. All right, let's look over here. Yorina mentioned MSOS. Yes, that's setting up quite nice. Rounded bottom breakout. Here we rallied up, rounded bottom breakout. We pulled back, testing the 50. That's all good. That is exactly the way it's supposed to be. The playground on this would be up there. Trade through this area. You buy long term if you want. You can trade, price action, however you trade, or maybe you don't trade $2-3 stocks, and that's okay too. Beautiful chart. Thank you, Urena. Let's see. Hello, FFWM. Yeah, that's a rounded bottom breakout. Yep, I'm just checking to make sure it's good volume and not a little stock. Yes, very nice actually. Here, let's do this too. I think we can argue a inverted head and shoulders here. We have broken out of this high, which this high, if you draw on the chart, you can see you've got yourself a bullish W pattern. You've broken out. So yeah, I think that's a great looking chart. Let's put that on the watch list. Thank you very much for that. And Bill, yeah, Bill's setting up real nice. I think I looked at this one last night. I didn't flag it. Don't know why, but I did look at that. Yeah, we've got a nice bottom here. I think the thing to do with this one is just put that 50% retracement on it. This is going to be the foundation that it's building here. Very buyable in the foundation. Nothing says you can't buy down there. But once we break out, that's when it draws more bulls in, because there's a lot of bulls. I mean, a lot that are looking at this, waiting for that breakout, because they like that breakout word. And then when it breaks out, they start getting involved with it. But what it does is it starts adding a trend in there. There's our downtrend. There's our flat trading trend. And then you've got that uptrend. So this very well may be a very nice trade going forward. Earnings not till August, so we have plenty of time there. Thank you for that one. Okay, what else do we have? Let me scroll down here a little bit. Hey, Alpha, how you doing? Oklo. Yeah, I sold my Oklo before I went on this holiday to Gulf Shores. Probably shouldn't have. I mean, I made, or no, when did I'll have to look. Huh. When did I sell that? Well, I guess that's not really important at the moment, is it? Except it is kind of to me. Oh, all right. Yeah, so yeah, I sold that. Any kind of a rest here, I think this is a buyback, and it may be a buyback right away this morning. Here's your 50% retracement. So I still think you have 17% in this going forward, minus, wherever you buy it. But I think this is working out absolutely beautiful. And it's coming out of that construction zone, you can see there. So yeah, I would shoot for that 50% retracement, watch for a little bit of rest. And then is it SMR? I don't know why I think of this one too, but this is a nice looking chart here, SMR. Just wait for a little bit of rest. All right. TSLI looks good. Yes, it does. Wow, let's flag that. Yes, it does. Yeah, it does. Nice little, excuse me. Very nice little bottom put in here. Buyers seem like they like that area. Here we're starting to come up, price above the T-line above the trend indicator. We're breaking out over that 50 period moving average and the 200 period moving average. Quite the squeeze right there of the moving averages. So once we pop over it, there's really a lot of room for this to move. Again, I think using that 50% retracement line is very, very helpful. It gives you a starting point. And then from there, you can use price action as well. Find a happy medium, or maybe something that's totally different than that 50% retracement that's based on price alone. But I think it's an added tool in your toolbox. What else have we? Yeah, why do that? TDUP. Woo! Look at that flag. Yeah, look at that. Pop up, boom. That's a simple trade right there. Be a buyer or wait for a stronger breakout. We break down through that trend line or break through the T line. You probably don't want to be in it in case it wants to fill back here. So follow the trend on that. But man, looking great there for a bull flag. Absolutely perfect. Hey, Clint, you jumped into some DBX. DBX, yeah. Here's a nice little flag here, a little round 3/8 trap, PBO. I mean, that's, it's pretty simple. When you're looking at a chart, do you have a trend? Yes, you do. Is price above the T line? Yes, it is. Is the T line above the trend indicator? Yes, it is. Now it becomes, once that is in, now it becomes trading price action right there. And this starts, and you can see the chart pattern is a flag. Now it's not getting up there this morning, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still a flag, still setting up very, very nice. It's just waiting for buyers to push it out of that flag. And if you have it on your watch list, you're more likely to see it, more likely to trade it than if you didn't put it on your watch list. So I think that's super. These candles here, somebody might not like it, but I have to tell you something. You may not like these candles, but you'll sure change your mind if that candle happens. And I get what he's looking at here. Yeah, nice chart. VTRS, need to watch the time. Oh, we have time. VTR. Yes, there you go. That probably me. VTRS, is that right? VTRS. There we go. Yeah. Another very nice rounded bottom breakout. Here we've rallied up. Nice pullback opportunity. 3/8 trap. Excellent looking chart. Thank you. Excellent looking chart. Targets are going to be the dotted deuce, the T line. You can put the go from that high there. There we are. So you can see that we've tried to go through that 50% retracement. It's backing down to bring in more troops, bring in more guns, bring in more money, find a different way to get through it. That's all that is. It's just determination. Unless we break down, the determination is there. So watch for that. Watch it. Yeah, I really like that chart. Thanks. The more I look at this, the more I like that. Thanks. Let's see here. Thanks, Julie. Julie said I closed it on 513. Yeah, I want to see that. And I think that's about when yeah, okay. So I closed it here yesterday. It was one of those I closed yesterday, I guess. And I mean, I may buy that back, but do keep in mind that we are running up against a little bit of a speed bump here, and a little bit of a pullback would be kind of normal. If we just look at the chart like this, there's your pullback, there's your pullback. We just might be needing a little bit of pullback, and that will cause the majority of your positions to also pull back too. Okay, so think profits. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, Carl, a lot of people are buying them back, but don't buy because of fear of missing out. Take PLTR. Okay. People buying PLTR back, and I get it. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong at all. I think PLTR is a great looking chart, but if it gets too high on one of its swings, that's not the time you want to be buying. You want to buy on that pullback, a little bit of a rest. Unless you're holding it long term, and who gives a hoot, if you pay 123 for it versus 130. If you're holding this, a year down the road, 2 years, you don't care about getting it $5 cheaper. But if you're swing trading it, yeah, you want to wait for that pullback. Okay, Doug, it was very nice, very nice. Thank you for asking that. All right, folks, this is about time. Let's clean it up. Make sure you get your shower on. make sure you get your coffee and get at your desk on time. All right. Hey, remember, starting at noon Eastern there, right there, Doug Campbell will be kicking it off, talking about our topic today is Trader's Toolkit, unlocking multiple price action strategies. Okay. So you've got Doug at noon. John follows up at 1 p.m. and I follow up at 2 p.m. Okay. So hope to see everybody there. Thank you very, very much. Don't forget about our social media. It's a great place. If you want some free charts, it's a great place to go get some. Okay. It's also a great place to leave comments because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm about this close to shutting down the Facebook group. And I'm not going to lie to you again. It's because nobody posts. I'm about this close because it takes time. And I don't want to put time if it's not worth it. So post. Don't be afraid. Okay. Later, everyone. See you when the market opens.